All right, what's the story, everybody? Yeah, listen to the Discus Lariat Collective podcast. I'm your host, Warren, here with Daryl. And yeah, just going to talk about Bray Wyatt. Um, crazy, crazy scenes. And yeah, so he's been released. He's probably all know that now at this stage. But it's been a whole 2 hours or something. So sad in one way, good in another. Yeah, we were chatting about before we came on. Like there's that kind of thing where it happens to pretty much everyone who's been held down almost by the big company. Are like, oh, I can't wait to see what they do now going forward. So yeah, we're just going to kind of just chat real quick, like our thoughts on the release, I suppose you could say, and what we think is going to happen now. But yeah, I'll just start out straight. I'm frustrated more so for the character. Do you know what I mean? Of Bray Wyatt, the fact that he created it from nothing. He just sat there, came up with it. Very Max Cady of Cape Fear, stuff like that. So, I mean, it had a cool character to it. The Wyatt family was amazing. Best faction in years. Like obviously the Shield were up there as well, but I mean, around that time. Amazing faction. Amazing matches they've had. And then the fella, my God, one of the best on the stick, as they say. Just crazy good promos. And modern day Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, and buts about it. And then he had 4 iterations of that character, the Bray Wyatt character, and how good he was on the mic and in the ring, and how over he was. Big merch mover as well. And they just never put the trust in him to take that character where he would like to see it go. And that's what's more frustrating to me, that he's gone now. Because if that Bray Wyatt character has to be retired now almost with WWE, if they own it completely, just a shame. And the way he was let go as well, he was told it was budget cuts apparently. And then
Is that what it was? Yeah.
that's what they're saying, yeah. And apparently, Johnny Ace gave him the ring. Like, all right, yeah, budget cuts, such and such. Apparently, as well, there was little rumblings that he was returning in August. There was also then another thing I seen was that he was very overprotective of the Fiend character going forward. He didn't really want any other sort of input on it, and I can 100% agree with that, because the booking on that thing was been ridiculous. So maybe they just sacked him because of that. Maybe it's nothing to do with budget cuts. Maybe they're like, no, we own the character. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm sure we'll find out more over the next week or so. But yeah, just a shame. And then what's your thoughts on it anyway?
Yeah, it's just, I know what you're saying there. It is kind of, it's sad to see, and it's annoying to see him go and letting a talent like that go. But again, I'm happy. I'm delighted now to see that. Because he's going to be snapped up. Like Malachi Black or even Brody Lee that time.
Yeah.
You're waiting for that big push with him, and then just let go, and AEW snapped him up and gave him that big push. Now, as for what's going to happen with him, everybody's going to be saying, AEW. I don't think he is. I think he might dip his toe in with the way everything is merging, but I genuinely think that New Japan is where he's going to turn up. And I think for him to get that big explosion again, if you've seen, I don't know if anybody's seen, like, before he was going to return for WrestleMania, there was like images of a new mask being made for the Fiend with big horns and stuff like that. That guy, I can't remember his name, that creates the mask for him, I think he'll get a new mask, or a mask, and I think he'll debut in New Japan, because like you were saying before, you're massive on New Japan, like how shocked they are when they see like a big white American guy coming in, or like something like that, like the likes of a demon. They're like, oh my God, what is this? Like, he just turns up, and the likes of Okada, like you said, or Tanahashi, or whoever it is, they're in the ring after a hard win. Next thing you know, he just pops up out of nowhere. This crazy looking guy, everybody knows is Bray Wyatt. That would just blow the roof off.
Yeah,
like
big time.
New Japan, and it'll bring so much focus back onto New Japan then, instead of like all their talent kind of dipping into AEW Impact. I think that'd be amazing for it. The other option you could have is the likes of Braun Strowman. He tweeted, what was it, like, come to me, brother, or
I'm waiting, brother,
something like that, or I'm waiting, brother. Like, again, like you said, like, them big guys going over to Japan, like, it's a big attraction. You had Vader before, you're a man behind you.
Yeah, big bruiser, bro. Whoop.
Yeah, like imagine the likes of say Strowman, even Eric Rowan, and then the likes of Bray Wyatt going over. Not necessarily the Wyatt family, but something very, very similar to it. Again, going to blow the roof off it. And
Yeah.
you can see that working in the likes of and AEW as well.
Yeah.
Like if they went in as that. So yeah, I think we'll see him in New Japan first. I think that's where we're going to see him. Yeah,
that's a great show, and I wasn't expecting it at all. But when you say it out like that, it makes perfect sense, and it's different as well. Like as you said, like that reaction that you're striving for. Like the Fiend kind of it lost that reaction, it lost that allure to it because the way it was booked. So if you have strong booking and then like an out of the blue kind of like showing up kind of thing, it makes sense. And yeah, in Japan of all places, be really good. I think as well, a lot of people, as you said, will go, oh, AEW. And I think it was Evil Uno from the Dark Order put up a tweet, and he was like, someone gets released, join Dark Order and repeat and stuff like that. Everyone always does it. I did it about Aleister Black as well when he got released. I was like, oh, I'd love to see him in the Dark Order. And then people were like, oh, Bray Wyatt kind of passing on, like the carrying on Brody's legacy and stuff like that. And yeah, I get it. It would be that kind of that feel good thing, but Dark Order are doing their own thing right now, Hangman Page and stuff. So there's no need to kind of oversaturate that. And then if he does go to AEW, one of the lads on Instagram, actually Wrestling Blog UK, he was saying about if he does go to AEW, maybe they should kind of cut off then bringing in new people for a while. Do you know what I mean? How you have Bray, then you have Punk and Bryan, if that's all 100%. Malachi Black is another one. And then you still have Hangman Page, Jungle Boy, Kenny Omega, and then even Christian knocking around. So there's a big kind of main event scene there. You don't really need anyone else then after that. So that would be kind of cool to see if they focus on that. And then I seen another somebody tweeting about Impact, and they were like, Impact would be cool because he can make it his own. He doesn't have that. One, he doesn't have the shackles that WWE had him, and two, he doesn't have the oversaturation that maybe AEW has of so many like incomings. So it'd be kind of cool to see him just run Impact. So either way, wherever he ends up, if he does even want to wrestle, he might make, like, I don't know. He has a passion for the business, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if it's one of them things now that'll sour him on the business for a bit. He might take a bit of time off. I don't know. Either way, if he was supposed to be returned in August, and I seen a photo of him from yesterday or the day before, and he's looking jacked as well. So yeah, I'd love nothing more. No, like none of that no compete clause. I'd love to see him just go somewhere and do his own thing. And like keep posting that video of one of the promos. He's amazing. Like literally, he's amazing. Everything he does. Like I love it. I didn't like the way the Fiend was booked out. Don't get me wrong, but I think he has so much to give, and he never got to go the whole hog in WWE. So I'm just I just want to see what happens now. Just intrigued.
Yeah, like the likes of like that whole Fiend character, like he doesn't necessarily have to go with that, but there is something there that hasn't been around in a long, long, long time. Impact, AEW, yeah, they're on the decline. They could, build them. It's there's room there for massive star power now. It's not like a mediocre company. Yeah. Impact has lost its draw. It's starting to get it back, but it's nowhere near.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Being able to hold the likes of Bray Wyatt, it's the fan base isn't there. Yeah, it does. It has loads of subscribers on YouTube, which that's people who subscribed fucking 8 years ago. That just
look at us.
Haven't taken it off their YouTube. Yeah,
a lot of subscribers on YouTube as well. Like, I mean,
doesn't mean anybody watches.
Exactly.
But the likes of New Japan, like that, for that allure, if it's not going to be in WWE, it might work in AEW. It's still, we don't know if it'll work there. Yeah. But if you want that to work and you want to stick with that gimmick, New Japan is going to be the place for that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it now, and I'm dying to know what name he's going to wrestle under. Will he wrestle under Wyndham Rotunda, his actual name? Because I think that's a pretty cool name, to be honest. Yeah, and it is almost like the way Bray Wyatt has I don't know what you'd even say about names like that. They just, I don't even know. It's like, as I said, Max Cady as well and Cape Fear. It's almost, it has a friendly kind of vibe to it. It sounds like, but it could be the definition of evil as well, how you portray that character. And it's just the name works, the look works, the promos work, the ring works, everything works for him. So I'm just, hope he's feeling all right. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what I mean? I hope he's like, right, get the head down now. Let's see what we can do. Because obviously I don't like people getting sacked in general is a bit shit, but when it's someone who you're like, oh, I would have loved, like, what could have been, whether it was Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt, or the Fiend, there's all these what ifs, and then you're looking at the way he was booked, and you're like, losing to Goldberg, do you know what I mean? Breaking up the Wyatt family years ago, stuff like that, and you're like, why did it happen like that? Coming back to this big, mad kind of fanfare, and then losing to Randy Orton at WrestleMania with one RKO. It's literally peaks and valleys, and it's shit. Like, so hopefully now he gets a good run somewhere.
Yeah, I think we'll see. I reckon we'll see images of him maybe backstage at, like, say, All Out or something like that. But it'll be with probably Lee's wife and kids and stuff. Obviously, he wouldn't have been able to go there.
True.
Obviously, being contracted to WWE, so he could obviously show up at a show like that, be invited backstage or whatever, and then pictures emerge and stuff like that. Start rumors escalating and stuff like that. And that'd be great for AEW. They don't have to sign him, and then he could sign for New Japan. But again, it's getting that focus on AEW.
Yeah, it's all about creating buzz. That's what you want. But yeah, so that's our thoughts and opinions on it. I don't know if you have anything else to add. I'm kind of good with it. Yeah, it's just kind of crazy. I don't know. Yeah, and
if he's looking for a job, I'll give him a job.
You could hire him just normal, just working in retail. See how he gets on. I'm sure he'll absolutely smash that as well, to be honest. The man can do no wrong. But yeah, sure, fuck, we'll call it a day. We won't ramble on because everyone has the same opinions, I suppose, or everyone's kind of doing their own bits and pieces on this now. So yeah, so that was our thoughts and opinions on the Bray Wyatt release and what we think will happen, or what we just thought about it in general. So yeah, once again, thanks very much for listening. If you're listening, watching, if you're watching it on YouTube, which if you are, give us a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and then yeah, Instagram, Discus Lariat Collective, Twitter, the Discus Lariat. I have their promos up there if you want to watch them. Drop a follow.
OnlyFans,
yeah, onlyfans.com / big meaty men. Yeah, so yeah, whatever. If you want me to start an OnlyFans, let's get a few comments on this video. Let's see. What would you like?
There's a teaser in the background there.
There I am there shirtless. If you can see that. Yeah, so if you want more, you just drop a few. Yeah. Right. We'll leave it there anyway. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, for listening, or whatever else you are doing. And then until next time, we'll see you soon.